Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a big one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. They run again with Breida. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Foles. It's caught by Mike Evans. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10.
All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. They run once more with Taylor.
They find some open field here.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 45 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
First and 10, Taylor now.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd. Intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Under.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack in the campaign. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
2nd and 8.
Now Foles. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Cardinals hit 10-1 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Foles. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out and picked up by the Chargers. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 60 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Green.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He finds his target, Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Brady now on first down. This is caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett. Lead here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Ertz has it left side.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
2nd and 11.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And he returns this to the 22.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cardinals. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Brady. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Foles. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Back to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 60 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
And they'll run again.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Matt Breida with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point good by Prater. And that will make this a 4-point game. touchdown. Out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Running straight ahead, Taylor. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They run again with Breida. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd and goal from the 6.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's got it at the 15.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now. I
would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One final try now for Brady.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right? Why they went for 2 there, even though they weren't successful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now, they got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah,
and did he catch it? He did! A touchdown! One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw.
A hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Chargers, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.